function. So some function definitely would be calling some another function. For example, if you are writing my function and you are calling that my function into main function, then main will be called as caller and my function will be called as callee. Fine. So if you recall, I talked about specific registers like, for example, ECX, EDX and EAX. You must have seen that whenever we execute a function, at that time, these registers get modified. Correct? EAX, ECX, EDX. So they are used by a specific function called caller, or specific the main function which is calling your sub. And in that case, there is something called as caller save registers and callee save registers. Fine. So these are callee saved registers, EBX, ESI, and EDI. It is used. These are used by the callee function, and caller save registers are EAX, ECX, EDX. Okay, and these are purposefully used there. Now, whenever we are working with a stack, whenever you give a call to the function, if you recall, last time I wrote in say for a while in an Excel spreadsheet, like you give a call, then you have to store return address and so on. So how exactly it goes is, suppose you are calling a function. Fine. So let me write test.c. Is it visible? Okay, suppose this is your function. Okay, and you are writing main function, and in main you are calling max. Fine. So let us save this and let us try to compile it. So GCC -m32 10.c. So let us try to write -g dash f. Fine. So as I haven't included any stdio or kind of file, so that's why it is giving the error. Let us not much worry about. Now suppose I write breakpoint main. Fine. Now here I am writing st. Are you with me, everyone?
Yes, sir.
You are listening.
Yes,
so say
sir.
I wish to see the stack status. So st. Fine. So ambiguous. Okay. Let me write the main array. Okay. So now I started it. Okay, so let me start one more time. Run. I'm saying y s. Fine. Now if I write bt, So what it is showing me currently? What it is showing me currently? It is showing hash 0 main at test.c. So let us step by step execute the statements. So we are printing the thing message, then scanf, then it is asking me for values. Suppose I am entering 45 and 67. Fine. Now it is giving me call. So it is giving call to function max. So if I write bt, how many elements are there? Still this bt is backtrace. Fine. Now if I write again step, so you may see here, now it is executing this max function. Okay, and it is at line number 11. It is in that this function main. Now if I write bt, now see how many stacks are? How many stacks are? Yes, how many stacks are there? Is it visible?
2.
How many stacks are? 2. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So like what is happening until like my control is passed to this now. So this was outside stack. Now this is current stack. Correct. This hash 0 represents me current stack. Suppose this max again calls some other function. So we'll talk about that even for a while. But let us go with this. So let me say step. It is executing c equal to a plus b. Let me step. Let me execute this. So if I see again currently there is max. Fine. So if I say step again. So if I write again bt. Okay. If I write s again, it came back to this. Now you may see the stack which was got created while executing the function called max got destroyed now. Fine. So complete flush was done for that particular stack. So what are the stack that was created for this is called as stack frame. Fine. And always whenever there is a function call, a separate stack frame is created for each function. Now for executing such a function call, we will definitely require stack pointer. Correct? Fine. Now we cannot use the stack pointer which is available for the main stack of your operating system, because operating system also holds a stack. Correct? Now we might have heard that there is print queue, there are different elements used, or different data structure used by operating system as well. Now this stack also is used by the operating system to execute. Like whenever we do talk about print queue would be working with the jobs which are given in an order, specific order, but this stack would be always used to execute all function calls. Now this stack frame would be created for every such function call for each and every library which is given call by your operating system. Fine. In such a case, now for every stack frame there would be a top, and that is the reason why this EBP is introduced. This EBP works as a base pointer, and this base pointer is given for every function call. That means what? This EBP acts as a stack pointer for the function. Okay, for the stack which was designated for that function. So suppose if I quit from this, and if I write again, go back to my code, and if I write min, and I am passing one element int, d is equal to min c. Suppose we write return d. Fine. Now here I am writing one more function, which is int min takes int say d, D equal to D multiplied by 10 and return D. Fine. Now, how many function calls are there in main? In main, there is only one function call. This main calls function max. This max in turn calls min, and this min is working somewhere, like it is working on some part of it. Fine. So let us go over here. Let us assemble the code. Fine. And then we will debug this code. Let us write big breakpoint main again. Run. If I write BT, how many stacks are? How many stacks are currently? Only one. Fine. Now let us move further and see next symbol. Next step. So it is enter. It is asking you to input the values. So again step. So it is executing this statement. So we are giving inputs are 54 and 67. Fine. If I write BT, there is only one stack. Now it is giving call to max. Fine. So step. Now if I type BT, there are two functions, two stacks. So one stack, earlier stack was for main. Now new stack is for BT. So if I write print or you say P $ESP, this is the current stack address. And if I write EBP, okay, the function call is here somewhere. Correct. So this EBP would be there. So if I go on, let us display both the values so that you can check. Always you will see that both the values will get manipulated. Fine. Now I am executing max function. So in max function there is a statement called C equal to A plus B, and then we are giving call to the function. Now before that function call, how many stacks are? 2. Okay. Top of the stack is now max. The current stack is max stack. So if I write step, now there are these addresses are changed. Which address got changed here? Can you see? Which address got changed?
ESP.
Yes, correct. Because stack pointer is currently trying to execute, and when this function call gets executed, let us try to see what happens. Let us write BT. Now how many stacks are? Stacks are 3. Now which is the current stack? Current stack is min. Correct. Now if I still continue step, if I write BT 3 stacks, step, now BT, now it returns somewhere. The return address should be stored. So return address is stored with ESP. Correct. Now you may see both the values are pointing to same thing here when it got executed there. Correct. Both the values are pointing here. So if I write again step, now values will get manipulated. Okay, after this execution, because we are still in min function, because it multiplied by 10, return D is executed. So if I write step now, and before that, let us see how many stacks, still 3. Now we are executing this curly bracket of that min function. Fine. So now again step. Now you may see both values are got changed. Now let us try to see whether have we got those addresses again back. See these two, A8 and 90. So if you currently see when we were in that particular function before calling min, these were the values of ESP and EVP, correct? Before calling min function. Fine. After min was given call, the value suddenly changed. Okay, for ESP. ESP value got changed. Correct? It was 190, it became 170. So it is decreased. Correct? This is decreased. So if I move further and try to see BT, like BT is what? Now we are seeing only 2 stacks. So the stack frame which was created for min got deleted. Now we are currently executing into max function. That's what it is trying to show us. Okay, you are in max function and we are trying to execute this return D statement. So step, there would be curly bracket again. So if I see BT 2 stacks, now if I say step, now this current stack should get deleted. Max should get deleted. Now you will see the address has got changed again. D8 and C0. This was 190. Now it became 1C0. So if I write BT now, there is only main. Correct. If I again still continue, print addition, curly bracket. Now if I write BT, the main stack for main got removed. Okay. Now we are executing with this function which gives call to your main function, this libc start main, and this libc start main was called by this underscore start. That's why these two new things are. So and that is the reason why we say main is not the first function which gets executed in an execution point of view. From user point of view, main is the first function which gets executed from user's program. But from system point of view, the first function which gets executed in ELF file, executable and linkable file, is underscore start. This underscore start somewhere gives a call to this libc start main, and this libc start main gives a call to the main function which was declared in your code. Those who used Turbo C, you must have experienced an error called as undefined symbol main in C0s.obj. Have you heard this error? Some of you definitely must have heard, those who used Turbo C editor or Turbo C compiler rather. Have you heard this? Undefined symbol main in C0s.obj file. Correct. Similarly, we do get an error if you try to write a function or a program where main is not there, and if you try to link it, it says it gives error related to LD, okay, undefined symbol, and some file name is there and so on. Correct. So if I continue this, so let us try to see. So I stepped in. So if I see BT, all stacks gone, because this was the whatever the statement it executed, it was here. Okay, and then it came out of the code when we again step for next thing, and it says addition is 1210, because it was addition was 121, we multiplied it by 10, and then it says process, this is the number of your a.out exited normally. Fine. Now all stacks are gone. Now it doesn't show us the stacks which are currently used, because GDB also is running, but it only shows you from user context, not from the system context. Is that okay? Any question till this? Yes, please. Any question?
Hello?
Huh.
Yes, sir. I just want to confirm something. So when a function call is made, then a stack is created, and once it's executed, the stack is deleted.
Yeah, after completion of execution,
Okay,
stack gets destroyed.
fine. And can you please say again what are the callee saved registers and then the caller saved registers?
Yeah. See, these are, like say we wrote main and we wrote max, correct? So at max, when max is called in a function, so let me show you the code. This was the code, correct? We are calling max function in main, correct? Now if you see over here, your main is called as caller and max is called callee. Main is caller function which is calling my function, means max in our case. Now later max becomes caller and min becomes callee, because if you see we gave call in max function to a min function. That's why in this situation, in this context, this max becomes caller, min becomes callee.
Yes.
Is that okay? Huh?
Yes.
Now at that particular point of time when it is in main, control is in main, and you are calling max, at that time EBX, ESI and EDI are used by callee, that means your max function, and EAX, ECX, EDX are used by
Caller.
main.
Yes.
Okay. When context changes, so this is called as process context. When context changes means what? Your max function is calling min function, correct? Now max became caller and min became callee, correct? In that case, again scenario changes. So you may see these registers are always preserved as needed, and that is why you must have seen some changes happening in the code, correct? With respect to the stack values,
Yes.
EBP and ESP values, correct? Because these values get manipulated. See, like if your caller CVP is here, that's what we say. Return address, and then your argument number 1 would be there. Fine. Now, if I have to access, for example, let us, is this clear now?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So you may, yes, any question? Yeah, you were asking something?
No, sir. It's clear now.
Okay. Okay. So I have added so many statements there which can help you out to understand. So my suggestion would be you please read it. It is added in Moodle only. Suppose your functions are like this. If you are writing this x equal to my function. Now how exactly we are going to store this value so that we have to pass it to x, correct? This statement is to be executed. So when this x is there, x is equal to is written. Internally, this function call is written like this. At address of x, the value of this, when you write return statement, na? Correct? If you see in our function, we wrote return D. Actually, when we said this C, when this call was given, it wrote and C, comma A, comma B. It was there. This is hidden. This is not shown to us. That's how this return statement works. Am I correct? Have you understood this? What I said? Whenever you write this kind of statement, x equal to my function, this is transformed to a call like this. Is that okay? Now here I am assuming that a function call that returns more than 4 bytes. When I say more than, I mean to say for less than equal to, greater than equal to 4. Correct? And most of the times return value would be more than 4. Fine. Any question till this? Yeah. Can you please? Yeah. I hope you understood now.
Yes, sir. I have.
Okay. I assume rest of you also got have understood it. So how exactly you write this? Suppose if my function call is like this, a equal to my function 12, 15, 13. So you don't write these values. This I am only for notification purpose or to tell you what exactly is to be written. Suppose these values are variable A, variable B, variable C. So you are going to write push dword 18. So that means you are going to write, if you want to push 18 value, then ultimately you are going to write push dword C first. So this rightmost, then to the left of it, then leftmost one. So this is the order that you should write while pushing or before giving a call to the function. And finally main can issue a subroutine call like call my function. Fine. So this is for your understanding purpose. So this is how it goes. So if the function call is given, so your first function call at the top would be 12 because this was the last push value. So this will be at the top. Then 15, then 18, and before that return address would be stored. And then after this third argument, there would be these values saved. So if you see, actually it goes reverse way. Your stack is somewhere here, correct? Your stack is somewhere here. So ultimately these values would be stored first, and then your arguments are pushed in the order of push. So first statement was push 18, correct? So then push 18 happens. Then next was push 15. So if you see there, then push 15 happens, then push 12, and then it says return address, so that if function call returns back, it should get to this address. Fine, and that return address is stored here, so that everything would be automatically get cleared. Is that fine? Now what happens at call is action? Like whatever the thing that we talked about was about main function. Now main is calling max. Main is calling max. Now this my function, you can replace it by max. Whenever callee gets control of the program, it must do 3 things. You can see this, set up its own stack frame, and that's the reason why we could see max was added. Correct? Can you recall that we saw add 0 max? Let me show you that again. Okay, from the terminal perspective. So let us say run. Let us write bt. There is only one stack. So this is current stack, correct? So if I say step, let us input values. If I say step now, and if I write bt, now we got two stacks. So ultimately, when this call was given to this max function, after the call was given, this callee at that time created a stack frame for itself. So this was the stack frame, correct? Added. Now this max will become caller only if there is a call inside. So we saw that there was a function call here. Now till this time it is calling. Now when it executes this function by step, it became caller. Max became caller. Now min is calling. Now this min creates one more stack. Is that fine? Is that fine? See here, that's what I added. Set up its own stack frame, allocate space for local storage, and save the contents of EABX, ESI, and EDI needed. So call is function call. So now it would be like this, and now this would be your function. So what it will do now, it will whatever the order that was there, it was 12, 15, return address 12, 15, 18, and then this. You will see similar thing. Provided it will store this, because main stack pointer should be stored, and then return address. Right, and then you have these values. And then subsequently, if you move further, this will be the kind of stack that you will be able to see for the main completely. Callee save, caller save, registers, and so on. So if there are local variables, temporary storage, that is definitely added. See, like sometimes you might have seen we write a very big expression, a plus b plus c plus d minus e divided by f, and so on. So how this expression evaluation is done? So you must have seen, like in data structure, you must have written it like solving an expression using a stack, correct? So same thing is used, and this temporary storage is allocated for that purpose only, to work out your expressions, big expressions. Fine, and that's the reason, like why these temporary things are used there. Is that okay? So I suggest you all to read this. Fine. Even the callee action before returning is written. This is how we are going to write it. So this move ESP, EBP, pop EBP is to be written before you write RET statement. Every function. So you are going to write leave instead of these two even. So if you don't write this, you can write leave. And if you want to see the statements above, these are the first two statements that you always write after main. For example, if you are talking about caller, push EBP, move EBP, ESP, and then you start writing code. So this means you are preserving the stack. You are creating a stack frame. Fine. This helps you to create the stack frame. Is that fine? In place of this 2, you can write enter, ENTER also. Okay, if you don't want to write this, so you have to write enter 0, 0. Is that fine? Any question till this time? Yes, please. No question? So I request you, rather you all, to see this file which was added in our LLAP course here only, correct? So stack and register usage while the function call is given. So I suggest you to read this. I'll be adding some programs which are taking help of stack, fine, over here. And so I suggest you to first read this file completely and then download the programs which I'll be uploading by today night or at most tomorrow morning. Is that fine? Any question about it? No?
No, sir.
So read this file completely, fine, so that then you can understand, and if you have any difficulty, we can work out about it. Fine. Okay, so I'm stopping this session now. I'm going to add programs there. I expect you all to read and try executing those functions, those programs which are creating or giving calls to the functions written. And we are not going now here. You might have seen that I showed you with a C function call, correct? It may happen that you might be writing a assembly code like you wrote main and you are calling max function inside assembly. So call max. So how to write that, for example? So I'm going to write. I'm going to add that kind of function as a sample file here. Okay, few of them. So you please see this probably tomorrow morning so that you can see that, try to understand it and then execute it. Fine. Yes. So we'll be having anyway test tomorrow, if you remember correctly, of ADT. Fine. So I will upload information about test on our ADT course site as well as there. And Abhijit sir also would be taking class tomorrow. Fine. ADT. Is that fine? So I'm stopping here. If any questions are there, you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll terminate this session. So I expect you to read that file